Thought 89. There is attention to basic business strategy, to product life cycles, to market service and marketing strategy, to accounting, to econometric models, to modern advertising, and to up-to-date information processing. But some basics of the pre-World War II Japanese system remain. Long-term perspective, permanent employment, seniority, and company loyalty. In addition, certain features gradually developed have recently been articulated to a higher degree. Separation of ranks and task, low differential in pay and status for the workers of given age, bottoms-up management, and small groups' responsibility. The Japanese firm is less interested in short-term profits and more concerned with the long run. Executives may disparage their success in planning and forecasting, but they continue their best efforts and, when appropriate, boldly sacrifice profits for several years to build groundwork for later success. They take care in cultivating good relations with institutions that might potentially be useful. They provide extensive training for personnel in skills that might be needed in the future. They invest in technology and seemingly high prices if it might later pay off. They invest heavily in plant modernization, even when present plants meet immediate demands. As products become competitive, they conduct extensive preparatory work to lay a solid grounding for markets. The company's capacity to think in long-range terms is made possible in part by their relatively greater reliance on bank loans than on the sale of securities to meet their capital requirements. Since stock now accounts for less than 1/6 of the company's capital needs compared to 1/2 in the United States, stockholders lack power to pressure for showing a profit each year, and banks are interested in companies' long-range growth as the company itself. When companies are able to pay interest, the banks want to continue to lend them money, for banks are as dependent on quality companies to lend to as companies are dependent on the banks for borrowing. Indeed, when quality companies with their own capital want to cut costs of repaying loans, then banks try to make it attractive to continue borrowing. Despite their interest in future, the most Japanese companies have not considered it profitable to invest heavily in basic research and development. It has made more sense to purchase foreign technology, for even if costs seemed high at the time of purchase. In retrospect, the technology was obtained at a bargain prices. The company concentrated research on adapting the technology for large-scale production, sometimes in such a way that it no longer needs to pay royalties to a particular patent. Japanese laws are such that process, not functions, are patented. Thus, the company can buy technology, make new inventions that meet the same function as the original patent, and end their dependence on foreign technology. Until the 1970s, many Western companies sold technology cheaply. Some did so because it was a perishable item likely to become obsolete or to be pirated, but often they were short-sighted in licensing patents. Eager for a quick profit, ignorant of the long-term Japanese competitive threat, and unwilling to take the trouble to invest developing the Japanese market.